everyone, so this video is going to be about child sponsorship through the organization Children International. That's the organization I sponsor through. I currently sponsor 3 kids, 2 in the Philippines and 1 in Guatemala. So I guess I'm going to make a video about each kid and then maybe I'll give some updates along the way or something. But I think that's the best way for me to do this for now. The reason I chose Children International is because it's a secular organization, meaning they don't have a religious component. A lot of the kids are religious and it's perfectly okay to be religious, but just from a personal perspective, I like the idea of the secular organization and the kids not just, I don't know, if they don't want to have a religious component, I guess they don't have to, kind of thing. But there are a lot of great organizations and even the non-secular ones, and they do great work. I also eventually would like to sponsor a child from India. And India, the Christian organizations, the other child sponsorship organizations do have children that they sponsor in India, but India is a lot more strict about things like that, about talking about religion. So long story short, I mean, that's why I picked the organization. It doesn't have to work for you, but it works for me and how I view child sponsorship. This actually is not the first child that I sponsored. I think she was the second, but her name is Perla. She lives in the Philippines, a gorgeous little girl. Manila, Philippines, in like a slum area. She has 2 brothers. She lives with her father, who does not work, and her mom is a maid, and all it says is that she works out of town. There are a lot of Filipino girls and women who are overseas foreign workers, and they do work as housemaids for people in other countries, especially in like the Middle East and things like that, and send money home. I just wrote Perla a letter. She told me that her mom is a maid, and so I asked her some questions, like if she works in the Philippines or somewhere else. So I hope to find out additional information, but she does live with her father, so her mom, wherever she is working as a maid, doesn't live with them. So the kids are required to write to you, I think, like 3 or 4 times a year. I just started sponsoring this child over the summer, and I've already gotten like 4 letters from her, plus some extra gift letters, which I'll get into in a minute. Some kids live close to the Children International Center, and so they're able to get your letters and write back a little bit faster. Some, unfortunately, aren't as able to take advantage of these centers' programs, activities, and things like that. A lot of times, for a lot of children, transportation to a center is kind of a problem because they just can't even afford to take a $1 bus to go somewhere. Like this girl, her family, like I was mentioning, of 2 brothers, a father, herself, and her mother who works somewhere else. Not quite clear on the details on that yet. I think they're, excuse me, plan to buy a computer soon so that I can edit out things like this. But their family lives on $190 a month. A lot of Americans spend that just like going out to eat. $190 a month, let that sink in. They still have bills. I believe they still pay for electricity. They have to buy food and clothing. They live in the city in Manila, so they don't have land where they can grow their own vegetables. You have to purchase everything. And so another thing that this organization does is you can send the family that you sponsor extra gifts. Now, I know there are some mixed thoughts on this through different organizations. Some organizations just kind of have everything as a global gift, and some organizations do let you send extra money and items directly to your sponsored child. I'm not going to get into the pluses and minuses of that. Excuse me. But I do choose to send my children some extra gifts at certain points during the year. If you send $50 to $99, which I did once, it's distributed quarterly to all the kids at the center who get who have received extra gifts. And then I believe the center, the people who work there, take the families out shopping. And it's a whole bunch of families at once, so I imagine it's pretty hectic and chaotic. And at the end of the shopping trip, the child fills out a card saying what they bought. So this girl bought some food and some hygiene. I mean, could you imagine getting an extra $50 and choosing to buy food and hygiene products with it? So that's why I think this stuff's important. Now, if you send a gift of $100 or more, you get, as a response, a handwritten letter from your child and photos of what the child bought. The child is posing with the items. I mean, she looks a little bit uncomfortable in this video, in this photo, but in the next set of photos, she looks a lot more comfortable. I am this girl's first sponsor, even though she is 10 years old. She was enrolled and nobody picked her, I guess. So she's been waiting for a sponsor since she was enrolled when she was 4 years old, I think. So go check out the website, pick a kid. There are some who have been waiting for a very long time. So this, I sent her a birthday gift. And what happens is they don't hand the family the money. When you send a gift of $100 or more, the organization has the family come in, creates a little action plan with them of things that they need the most, things that would help the child and help the family. And then the staff member actually takes the family shopping to spend the allotted amount of money. Now, and then they also send you a field report saying what they purchased along with the letter and the photos. So in this case, they purchased transportation, footwear, clothing, food supplies and household items, an umbrella, because I did learn that she does walk to school. She's lucky that it's only a 10-minute walk, but still, footwear and umbrella are going to be important for that. And I think just some kitchen items. And so there is a photo of her. I'm trying to black out some of the personal information at the bottom. There is a photo of her with the clothes that she purchased. Here we have shoes and an umbrella. Here we have lots of food. And here we have some more food. So this was a little bit of extra money that I sent for her birthday. And a little bit goes a long way, especially it takes the burden off of the family of having to pay for that. They can maybe save money. There have been a lot of families who have saved money with this because they don't have to buy their children clothing. They can save a little bit of money. A lot of families open up little stores for themselves and things like that. So the extra gifts really are very helpful to the family. I do have another little girl who I sponsor who actually included her parents and her little brother in the pictures, which I thought was super cute. Sorry, not little brother, older brother. But anyway, and she bought her brother some things with her gift. That's what she had chosen to buy. So thought that was super cute. And then this is Pearl's Christmas. So that last one was her birthday gift. For her Christmas gift, the field report says she got transportation, food supplies and household items, hygiene items, and some clothing. She wrote in a letter that she had an event at school that she needed a dress for, and she didn't have a dress, and so she was able to buy one with this gift. Gorgeous little girl. And then we've got some hygiene items. Looks like a glue stick there, so maybe some school supplies, things like that. And some food. So, I mean, I really like the personal touch also of this organization, and they do let you visit your children. You have to go through the website and fill out, child safety information and stuff like that. But you can arrange to visit your sponsored child, which is something that I plan to do in the future. I really would love to go to the Philippines. and I hope to visit at least one, if not both, of my girls there. And then I really would also love to go to Guatemala, which is where another one of my sponsored children lives. I'll be making a video of her in the future. But for now, that is Pearl, Children International. Take a look at it. If you have any questions about child sponsorship or anything like that, feel free to leave me a comment below. I am happy to reply. I'm happy to help you. And just let me know what you think. Thank you.